that, sorry. So today I want to do a reading on what is it that people are saying when you walk out of the room. What is it they're saying behind your back that they're not telling you to your face? That's what I want to do a reading on today. So let's just get a moment, call upon Holy Spirit, ancestors that are in the highest alignment for the collective here, any spirit guides, angels, spirit teams that are working for the collective in the highest power and the highest light for their highest good. All right, guys, let's jump into this. How's everyone doing today? Holy Spirit, what is it that people say when collective leaves the room? Thank you. Balance, Beaver. You're being told that hard work is important, but so is quality time with your loved ones. The balance between work, play, family, and career must be maintained for overall wholeness and success. Okay, so there might be people talking about how you may be overworked. You may be overworking yourself. You may be needing to take a vacation of some sorts. Maybe there's not a good work-life balance right now, or maybe you're juggling a lot on your plate. Like if you have children, if you have multiple sources of income, maybe you're maybe you're taking classes, you're doing school, something like that, where it's like you have a lot of things going on right now. And I think people are talking about how, especially your loved ones, specifically, maybe people in your home, that they're saying that it's like they're possibly proud, like they are proud of you. There's people around you who are very proud of the work that you're doing, or who are inspired by the work that you're doing, but there is some type of imbalance here. People might also talk about how you are very quality over quantity. So maybe you have a small friend group, maybe you have a small even with family, probably you have people in your family who you no longer talk with, or you have cut off. Because I feel like here, maybe you've been burnt a lot of times before, and maybe your determination to really build this life that you're dreaming of, to achieve your goals and your accomplishments, it's like I want to say maybe people say that you have a little bit of tunnel vision. But people are talking about how you are successful, or you will be successful. There's some type of quality here that you have about you where success is guaranteed. It's just perhaps there's a little bit of imbalance of how you're going about it, or maybe you are learning to find balance. Maybe people are witnessing you learn how to balance all these things. Like maybe they're seeing, you have people in your life who are witnessing you juggle all these different things. So okay, let's get into tarot. So Holy Spirit, what is it that people are talking about the collective behind their back that they are not telling them to their face? What is being said about the collective behind their backs whenever they leave a room, when they are not around? Okay. So you have 7 of Cups popped out, and Strength. Yeah, okay, so there's like a lot of options here. There's a lot of choices. Again, there's like this imbalance where you're juggling a lot of things going on. There's a lot of different opportunities here. Like maybe you have like a lot of ideas. Maybe people recognize how creative you are and talk about how you have a lot of creative ideas, or maybe you don't speak about your creative ideas to other people, but when it comes into fruition, when you actually create and manifest whatever it is that is in your head and implement, like you put it into reality, people are talking about how maybe people are like almost, there might be some people in your energy who may be a little bit intimidated, and it's like your work makes them insecure. However that resonates, I don't know. There's something here where even like the cycles you've gone through life, maybe there's something here where you've gone through a lot of different situations, a lot of different circumstances, but it's brought you out, like you found some type of inner peace, some type of tranquility here. People also talk about that, how you might be a person who is very unfazed by or they perceive you to be unfazed by a lot of maybe like tumultuous, maybe a lot of like events that happen on, like go on in your life that maybe would uproot a lot of other people, who would knock them down or make them fall. But you don't. And if you do fall, you pick yourself right back up. People talk about that. People see that. People witness that. So people are aware of how strong you are. They're aware of how you are able to really manifest what you want. Seven of Cups too could also be about, to me also makes me think of like, where are you putting your investments? Like, where are you putting this in? So again, this kind of plays in with balance here, where you do have a lot on your plate. There's a lot you're taking on. So maybe people are talking about how you might be burnt out, or maybe for some of you, you might be burnt out, or maybe you were in a burnt out stage before, but you really blossomed. Like even the roses here, there's something here. Maybe roses are significant to you. Maybe you have a rose bush or something. You might be the year of the dragon. What year is that? 1988. So you might be born in 1988. You might be part of LGBTQIA, LGBTQA. You might have a black cat, or a cat who is, this is for someone specific, but you might have a very clingy cat, like very needy, clingy. It's like you can control, I don't want to say you can control, you can really, people see how you were able to take a situation and change it to benefit you. I don't know, there's something here, because with the butterfly it makes me think of transformation and everything. So there is some transformative quality about you. Or people can actually, like, people will talk about how you are able, because maybe there's a lot of people who I mean there is a lot of people who say things and their actions don't align with what they say, or you know, they say they're gonna do X, Y, and Z, never do it. And maybe you're the type of person that you say you're gonna do X, Y, and Z, and then you do X, Y, and Z. You know what I mean? Like, you are someone who follows through with what you say. You follow through with what you do. So people do talk about that. I think that is an admirable trait that people talk about for you, that maybe people don't directly tell you, or maybe people have directly told you that you are very inspiring in that aspect. But I do feel like that is something that is discussed when you're not there. Spirit, what else is being said about collective when they are not in the room? What is being talked about collective behind their back that people have not said to their face? What are people talking about the collective here? Yeah, you've been through a lot of trials and tribulations. You've dealt with a lot of heartbreak, but you really picked yourself back up. Maybe you went through a really bad breakup or divorce or something like that, where it was like very messy. Maybe that had been a topic of conversation for people, like the situations going on in your life. Maybe you felt like there were people in your life where you were going through all these really difficult times, difficult chapters in your life, learning these lessons. And maybe there were people who were on the sidelines. There were either people who were supportive, and there were people who I believe were not supportive. I feel like with this here, it's like people, I'm really getting the feeling of like an image of someone like watching. I don't know why the image of that Game of Thrones. It's the part with Pedro Pascal, his death scene. Sorry, spoilers if you haven't seen it, but just like the witnessing, like you know, people in the crowd. It's like they're watching this as a form of entertainment, right? So maybe people were also talking about and looking at your situations as some type of like entertainment or something here. I don't know. Or maybe there was discussions. Maybe people had a lot of opinions on this specific situation, whether it be a breakup or a divorce or something here where it was really, really difficult times for you, where there was a lot of heartbreak and a lot of sadness here. You may have found, because I'm seeing here with the fairies and everything, so you may have like Celtic ancestry or something like that. You may be seeing 888 a lot. You might be hearing the song, I don't know who the artist is, but the one where it's like, I love you for infinity, da, da, love you for infinity. So yeah, maybe this is someone who, maybe even this is the person who told you that they were gonna love you, who said that they would love you forever and ever and ever, whatever, who made vows to you or whatever. Maybe they are the person who had been saying a lot of things, or found this as funny or something like that, or maybe there was some type of situation where you, I want to say glow up, but that's for lack of a better word, but there was some type of expansion, some type of elevation here with your consciousness, with your beliefs, with your perspectives on things. Like there was something here where you grew, you evolved. Like I'm seeing a Pokemon evolve, okay? Like you evolved in some aspect, and maybe this person they probably didn't evolve with you, or maybe they were the catalyst to this. Maybe there was some type of situation, and maybe there's people around you who found that as some type of entertainment. Again, like I said, maybe this person found this as like amusing, or it was like a game to them. Maybe you had someone who liked to play mind games, and maybe that kind of threw you out of balance. But people do talk about that, like whatever this instance was, whatever the situation was, there's people still in your energy who talk about this. They might be seeing how you have really come, like you really, I can't think of the word. You've really conquered this situation. You really conquered this. In the sense where I feel like there is still hurt and heartache here. You possibly carry a lot of wounds from the past. Maybe people talk about how, maybe some people say you need therapy. Listen, don't shoot the messenger, okay? Like that's just what came up to mind, okay? Maybe there are some people who are saying that you need therapy, or you've gone to therapy and people are talking about that. I don't know. Something like that coming up, but let's continue. We're at 15 minutes. Okay, whoa! That's too many. It's too many. Holy Spirit, what are people talking about collective here when they leave the room? What are people talking about the collective here when they are not around? What are people talking about the collective here when they are not around? Queen of Cups. Yeah, you're so in control of your emotions, and even with the balance card makes me think of maybe you are very emotionally balanced. So maybe there's something here where we're going back to the beginning where there's an imbalance. So there might be an imbalance here with your feminine, masculine. again, it's not gender, this is yin and yang, but there's something here where you might be imbalanced with the femininity, masculinity traits, right? So you might be in more of a masculine energy right now where you're doing a lot of action. There's a lot of decision making. There's a lot of, like, it's action oriented. This is what it feels like. And I think people are talking about how you are starting to come into, like, you're having a foundation for your emotions, right? There's like a regulation here of emotions. So maybe, again, people are talking about how you can no longer be played emotionally. Maybe you're not very easily manipulated. Maybe you are no longer, maybe people used to think you were naive, okay? And people are no longer saying that about you. People are saying that you have actually, like, really grown and matured emotionally. There's a lot of stability here and a lot of, I mean, the Queen of Cups, like, she is in control of her emotions. She's stable with her intuitiveness, right? Like, water, this also makes me think of your intuition. So you're drinking from this cup, right? And I feel like this is a cup of blessings from God, because, and this is also like your own inner knowing, your own, like, you know how to fill your cup, okay? So that's what people are talking about. People are aware that you are aware of what you need and what you desire. And I feel like people talk about how you might be very raw and authentic with your emotions. There's something here where maybe people talk about how you can connect with others in a very real way. Like, it's not bullshit, okay? It's not fake. There's something here where you can connect with people. And it could be from the life experiences and struggles that you've gone through, and you've obtained a lot of wisdom and a lot of experience. So it's like you can connect with people on a very deep level, right? I mean, you have the whole ocean back there, and with the waves coming in. You might also be very connected with the moon cycles. Something significant might have happened here in the new moon. You had I'm not going to take the card, but you had 5 of Cups pop out. So yeah, there's been a lot of grief, a lot of tears that have been falling. Maybe people have witnessed you go. Like, I'm really just getting the image of people like that, the Game of Thrones scene where they're fighting, and it's like Sansa is like sitting in the crowd, right? Like, people are sitting and they're watching this destruction going on. They're watching Pedro Pascal's head get smushed in, okay? Like, it's full. It's almost like there's someone around here that was finding it entertaining. This is so weird. Like, maybe there's someone around you, or there was someone around you in your energy. I don't think they are anymore. I feel like you've already gotten to a stage where you've cut people off, but there possibly was someone in your energy who was looking at this as a form of entertainment, or they were like almost, what even is this? It's like a rush when something like negative would happen, or like if they see you. If like something was going wrong, it was like they get some type of like adrenaline rush. I don't like that. Whoever this is, you already got rid of their energy. But I feel like they are still, you may have cut this person out of your life, but they might still talk about you. You might be a very hot conversation topic for this person. And even with me getting like annoyed here, like, I feel like there's people around them, if this resonates for someone, there's people around them who are like sick of this conversation topic. Like, people, Ace of Cups, it's like people are seeing you start new, right? So maybe the people that they're talking to about you have known you, or they know of you, or they see you on social media or something like that, and what this other person is saying is not adding up. And again, we have here with the 1 cup, yeah, you're ready for new beginnings. People are talking about how you have really stepped into this new era. I'm going to say like it's a new era, this is a new chapter of your life. This is something that you're finding fulfillment. But again, I do think people are talking about how you might be a little bit overworked. You might be juggling a little too many things at once, or maybe you are, you're moving a little quickly. You have different projects, maybe you have different things, ideas that are taking you in different directions. So you might be feeling a little bit of a stagnancy now because there's a little bit of you're not sure which way you're gonna go or what you're gonna do first. And maybe that's what people are talking about, or that's how people are perceiving it to be. One more card here, one more card. What are people talking about the collective here behind their back that they're not saying to their face? Page of Pentacles, one more. And the Knight of Wands. Okay. Yeah, people are talking about how you may also, I'm very drawn to this lamb here. You may have a very innocent face. You may have a very innocent air about you. There's something pure about you, pure about your intentions, your investments. Like there is like I said, there's an authenticity, there's a genuineness here. There's something raw about you. There's something very raw about how you work, how you talk, how you speak. People are aware of this. I feel like you are very passionate as well. So maybe people will mistake your kindness. Like the lamb here makes me think of purity. Like maybe people mistake your kindness for naivete or being naive. And with the Knight of Wands here, you are very passionate and bold. And I think people talk about how you might have some type of duality here. You might have some type of duality where people talk about how you're bold with your words. People might also say that you're very guarded. You may be guarded with your finances, just even your private life. So again, if it resonated that you knew like people were watching as a form of entertainment, you might now be very guarded, because here I'm drawn to like all the armor that is on him, right? Staff in hand, armor, ready for battle, okay? Ready to move forward. Like the horse is coming straight, like directly at us. So maybe you're very direct with your words, maybe you're very bold, and people are surprised by that possibly, or it takes them off guard. But I do feel like overwhelmingly there is a lot of positive conversation about you, just like people witnessing your growth. Like I think people have seen you from the bottom and now you're like elevating, right? So there are people in your life, whether it be through social media, whether it be through people in your circle, even though I do feel like your inner circle is very small, but they do talk about how it's almost like your journey is some form of, it's either entertainment or it's inspiration, right? There's groups here where it's like people cannot help but look and watch what you're doing. Okay? They can't help but look and talk about what you're doing, because what you're doing is unlike what anyone else is doing. Maybe that's what people are talking about, like your mind. Like people think that maybe you're just very creative, like people have never met anyone like you before, or you're just very unique, right? There's something different about you, there's something different about your ideas or how you handle situations, and that's what people are talking about, that's what people are drawn about with you. There's one card sticking out, that was Ace of Wands. Yeah, you have a lover coming in? Hold on, I feel like that's a separate reading. I don't know, because what Ace of Wands right now just made me think of something different. Maybe there's a lot of people who are seeing this glow. Maybe you have a lot of people who are interested in you, who have seen this transformation and they like what they see, okay? So take that if it resonates. Let's get one piece of advice from your guides and angels, ancestors, Holy Spirit. What is some advice here for the collective before I close out this reading? I don't know why Jupiter is popping in my head. Something about Jupiter. Aries is popping into my head. Capricorn. You had balance again. Yeah, you need to take a break. Okay, you need to take a break. Dolphin also came out. Peace. The gentle nature of the dolphin reminds you to look for the good in everyone and strive to bring peace to your life and those around you. Trust your instincts and intuition rather than overthinking things. So to me, yeah, there needs to be a little bit more balance with your work-life balance. Okay, I'm just gonna say it. This is what people are saying, that there is an imbalance here with what you do for work. Okay, there's a need for more peace. There's a need for rest. There's a need for I was gonna say trusting your instincts, but we have boundaries that popped out. So maybe it's just trusting your gut on whatever it is, like trusting yourself, trusting your intuition, trusting the decisions that you make. Okay, so maybe people are also talking about how you've cut people off. Okay, you've put boundaries down. It says your space is sacred. Guests who overstay their welcome impact your aura and have every right to stand, and you have every right to stand your ground. Your needs are important. You must nurture your soul with the same gentle love and support you offer others. So yes, so take some time for yourself. You are doing very well for yourself, though. Whatever it is that it's like I feel like you've climbed. It's like I'm getting an image of someone literally like climbing out of a pit, like out of a hole, out of a grave, out of some dirt encasing. You know what I mean? Like it's like nails in the dirt. You're climbing up this wall. You're scaling this wall. It's like sweat dripping. You got blood. Like it's like it feels like it's blood, sweat, and tears. Something that had to do with blood, sweat, and tears. That's a great song by BTS, by the way. But yeah, it was like you really climbed. You really ascended. You really put in the work to get yourself to a place of bringing yourself peace, mental clarity, mental peace, emotional peace. But again, there is something here where you need to take a break. Do you need to take a vacation? Maybe you're overdue for a vacation. If you are the type of person who you let your PTO hours climb all the way up and you don't take PTO, baby, you need to take some PTO, okay? You need to take a vacation, take some rest, take a day for yourself, okay? Like spoil yourself, pamper yourself, treat yourself, okay? Sit with your emotions as well. Remember to trust your instincts. I'm just being drawn to that again. Trust your instincts. I do feel like by setting these boundaries and everything, because this here says look for the good in everyone and strive to bring peace, and this is talking about people who overstay their welcome. So I do think that there is a level of discernment here that people are aware of. Like they know, people talk about how you are very aware of who is in your group, who is in your circle, who is in your energy, who's in your space, okay? Like people are aware of that. So there might be something here where there might be a little bit of an intimidation, or there's a lot of people who are trying to like vie for your attention or trying to get into your energy because they see the success, they're drawn to how you are able to create it's like you're able to create, it's like they're perceiving like you are doing all this stuff and you're getting all these blessings, right? So I feel like this, like people are magnetized to you, like you have eyes on you, okay? There's people watching you, whether it be through social media or something like that. And I feel like you also have like romantic interests for you. Like you might have a lot of options right now, or there might be someone that you're talking to. But yeah, that's all I'm getting for you guys. That's what people are saying behind your back. They've witnessed your expansion. They've witnessed you really coming into yourself. They've witnessed you from the bottom all the way to the top. Like there's people around you that have really seen you climb this ladder, man. Like, they've really seen you go through it, and you are a very popular topic of conversation, maybe with people from your past who you've been very generous to, maybe people who you gave a lot of advice to or information to. But yeah, that's all I'm getting here. So we're gonna close that off. I gotta get ready for work. I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your day wherever you are, and that you're staying safe, stay hydrated. Oh my gosh, I don't even know, like, the freaking heat is crazy. I don't know where you live or wherever, but if you're living in a hot climate, even if you're not living in a hot climate, okay, just stay hydrated, drink a lot of water, keep yourself safe, guys. And what else? I think that's it. All right, I hope you're treated as you treat others. Bye.